All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to more DayZ. My name is Raven from the Sky. Let's play. Alrighty, and we are back. Alright, so got our heat buff. Seems like I making fires at least once. Seems like once, twice of episode. Alright, check the down trees. You want to check down trees for mushrooms. Those are a godsend in this game. They usually grow in the grass, in the woods, but mainly down trees is your best bet. I feel like to find like those orange mushrooms or whatever, edible mushrooms. That's it's in this game. Those are great to have in between meals. Like one of the best. I always want to check these. If you're a lightweight player, and you kind of want to eat as you go, those are great. The caviar you get from the fish or the mushrooms, but you don't really want to bank. When you spawn in, you really don't want to bank on just finding random food. Your best bet would be to hunt and grow your own food. If you're playing on Chernarus, which more than likely you are if you just got into DayZ, yes, because that's free. It's this, you have to pay for this, the patch. You have to buy the patch. You have to buy the Bohemia. So if you just hopping on DayZ, you already bought DayZ. You don't really want to spend any money just yet. You don't want to invest too much because you don't know how the game's gonna be. That's the worst. Is like to buy a bunch of this and a bunch of that and a bunch of gear, and you hop in the game and it's not even what you thought it was. Even if you saw the footage on online, you aren't enjoying it. Fudge the fact that somebody else is enjoying it. Shh. Put your butt down. Shh. Quite a bit of shucks. Taking quite a bit of shots. Maybe that was a heavy. He didn't have the plate carrier on. Wrong. Okay. Let's patch this up. My screen's fading. I'm losing a lot of blood. Alright. I got another one. I do. I always have multiple bandages and rags for when you get into like a little debacle. Now, let me repair my gear. Keep it in optimal conditioning. You can kind of eat as you go if you're like a lightweight player. The red caviar. You're like snacking, but to me, it's best to. Oh shoot, I meant to. Do I have another one? Ah, it was. I use it on the bag. I'm so busy running my mouth. It's better to use it on the pants. Fudge the installation of the bag. That doesn't even really matter. God dog it, man. Oh well. What are you gonna do, right? That helmet did help though. Field vest. The helmet did help. Kept us from getting knocked the fudge out. Let's switch to the tactical gloves. At this point, I'm just swapping gear. We have here. All right. 74U. I'll keep what I got. All right. We gotta get our blood volume back up. I don't have a blood pack, which that's another pro tip. It's your choice. Everything's by choice, but if you notice, if you get into PvP, if you see them, they have like a blood pack on them full of blood. It's for situations like this, to where you've lost quite a bit of blood and you want to get it back quickly and efficiently. Or you could do this. You could wait for it to naturally replenish with fluids and water, or you could use a saline bag to accelerate blood regeneration, as it just said. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna use traditional food and water to do that. See, I can take the pot real quick, and when I get to a town called Dudino, I'll just refill it back up. About half. A little bit more than half. All right. That'll help accelerate the blood. Let me have a few bites of the canned crab here. Food and water will always do the trick. All right. The natural way, if you want to save your saline bag. The color's starting to come back to the screen. If you want to save your saline bag, that and sitting by the fire will help it. A lot of stuff will help. Or you could just say fudge it and use a saline bag, especially if you're already near death. You know, if it's empty and it's blinking and your character's going to like hemoglobic shock or something like that, whatever it's called. I don't know the proper medical term off the top of my head. I'm not a doctor. Then what will happen is your character will keep passing out. If that's the case, then use the EpiPen to prolong your character not passing out. Then use a saline bag, or just stay still and use a saline bag. Either or will work. I need to get my dumb behind. I use the darn. Somebody's running my mouth. I use the threading kit. The needle repair, the needle and thread. I end up using that to repair the bag instead of the pants. Well, at least your bag you won't be ruined and you won't lose your inventory. That is true, but it's more importantly to repair the pants. As the pants, let's see if they badly damaged. They're just damaged. High. They're still high. Okay. I think they're not high anyway. I don't think they're best insulation. Now you want to keep your clothes in pristine condition. You say, what about my helmet? The helmet's always poor insulation. Low insulation. You know, it's always low. There's no insulation in helmets. You know, it's not going to really do anything but slow down wind, other than it's there to protect you from gunfire. You know, from headshots. Basically, instead of you dying from a headshot, you'll get knocked out. It'll give you a fighting chance, because they have to work their way up to you if they're not close, and then by then you may wake back up. But you always wake up kind of like disoriented. Your character wakes up and then rolls over first. You're not springing back into action like it's Call of Duty or Fortnite. It's like, So more than likely, you're still going to lose the gunfight, but hey, it is what it is. I'm wearing it on Sakal because layers, and layers equals warmth buff. You know, so basically, and it seems like I think this game kind of like penalizes you for each lack of clothing you may have on, especially playing on Sakal. Chernars, you can get away with it because I use like the chest holster with a t-shirt, and I do just fine with building fires and getting the heat buff. Now I haven't been back on Chernars since the new update, since the call dropped. I need to, just to kind of check out everything and see how the loot spawns are and things like that. But other than that, I haven't been back on it. I need to. I want to get that 357 back and, you know, go back to using my old loadout chest holster. Might do a chest holster with the Vega, or the chest holster with the AK. I don't know. I'm thinking about dropping one of these weapons, you know, because that has weight. Carrying 2 weapons adds weight. It may not be super, super, super heavy, but still. But yeah, hunt and or basically fish for your food once a call. All right, foraging for food is good once a call. Don't get me wrong, it's okay, but I'm saying don't just solely depend on that. I always say that in all my videos when I touch on the food subject and how to properly keep your character nourished and thing. I always say don't overly rely on just randomly cans of food like this, canned crab meat. As you see, I think that's all I have left. Oh, I got some bacon. I'm gonna go ahead and open that. Actually, no. I'm not gonna open that standing straight up. I'll wait till we get to the next where I build the next fire. There's a tower right before we leave. I might hit that one. I don't know. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna wait till I'm gonna get to Bolotno. There's a town called Bolotno. I might go there. Build a fireplace there. And I'm thinking about, instead of usually go through Bolotno, cut through that, hit Dudino, and hit Nagovo, cut up through that to what's the name, and cut back around. But I'm gonna just keep on going because I've never been to those southern towns in this map. Just to keep going. I mean, it's the coastline. It's nothing really of huge value on coastal towns to me. Although I still want to check them out because this map is different. Well, Nagovo is a coastal town. It's not too far off the coast, and that has a airfield or whatever that is, where it has military and medical loot. So I can't really say it. And Petro, the biggest city, that has good loot. So I can't say that there's nothing of value on coastal towns when there are 2 coastal towns. Or 3. I think there's another one. Sovetskoy, and Severomorsk. There's at least 3 towns with decent loot where you have a chance of getting an AK or a Vega or a tier 3 weapon. So, you know what? Let me take that back. On Sakal. Alright, on Chernarus, like I said, unless they've changed it, there's nothing really much of value other than, you know, your standard basic weapons you find when you spawn in. But real good loot, you have to go inland and you have to go to those gas zones and see what you can see. I'm gonna go all the way around. Normally I go that. I'm not gonna go that time. I'm gonna go all the way around. Normally I'd stop at that tower in the video, but I'm gonna go all the way around this. I know there's a hole in the wall here. Is there anybody here? Yep. All the way around, back out to the main road. I'm gonna sneak. I really don't feel like getting my clothes ripped up for no reason. I don't feel like engaging in PvP with NPCs. You know, with the infected. You're gonna go ruin your clothes, which is just a waste of time. Go check, see what's in this. You never know. There's another IJ set. See what I was telling you about? That pistol's common. Let's see. What's in it? 8 rounds. 8 rounds. Until somebody, a fresh spawn, get lucky. Find 8 round RJ70 in the house and then see you. He might try to creep up on you and take you out. I mean, it's a long shot. You know, having gear on like this. I'm thinking the IJ7 is going to drop you, but if they get the jump on you, from behind and's already fired off 3 rounds at your head, more than likely, unless you get lucky, depending on the range, they're gonna get you. But also I'd say more likely they're not gonna, a fresh spawn ain't gonna get a jump on you. You're gonna hear him coming from a mile away. He's gonna try to get a jump on you, and more likely gonna fail miserably. I was just saying the scenario I was describing, just there's always that 2% chance that they can get lucky. But like I said, have no fret, man. You'll get your loot back twice fold. Usually the second run is better than the first. I've had that happen numerous times. And then on top of that, you find, like, if you get down right here, you make it back to this island, your body gonna still be here. As long as, you know, you're still in the same session, your body still be here unless they cut it up. Your body still be here and just get whatever loot that they didn't take. So you'll have whatever you gathered on the way back here plus what you dropped last game. Yeah, so he was about right there, and I was about right here. And I encountered him. I freaking ducked, took that gun out, I fired some, and then I shot towards him, like, you know, started sprinting towards him at an angle. I don't ever run straight at the person. I know that as tempting as that is to do, don't ever run, always run at an angle. You want to stop and kind of like juke them a bit as much as you can, because you can only do like freaking, can't like do like a good juke in this game. You can only do what the game allows, like a stick figure. Try to go run an angle as much as you can, but there's nowhere you can go if you're in a hallway. You can't run an angle. You can only run straight forward. And in that case, you should have a medium, something that excels at close range, which assault rifle is right around it. Long range, medium range, and close range, but assault rifles excel at medium range. Say long range, you put a scope on it, put a sight on it, and that'll help with long range, especially a scope. Short range will be that Vega. That Vega clears rooms, and then it'll take a squad out. I've seen a YouTuber take a squad out with that thing. Up close, bam, 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 bam. Especially with that drum magazine on it. Oh, psh. This thing is OP. Alright, so I'm just gonna run straight down the coast. Further use this storm to kind of mask our footsteps. Or mask our visibility. It's harder for us to see, but it's harder for someone to see you too. I'm just gonna keep going. Like I said, I pretty much have what I wanted. No. Look at that. See what I mean? See that blood volume return naturally? Yes, it's slower, but you save your important resources. Try to save as much of your important resources as you can. You never know when you'll need them in a pinch. And don't get me wrong, I have a loot round, and it spawns. A couple of the places spawn medical equipment, and I know where to go to get them. This late in the game, you know. 1,000 freaking hours in, you better know how to. You better know how to find medical equipment. I'll be loafing. Ain't nowhere in the world you will not know. 1,000 hours in. What the heck, right? It's the usual stuff. I gotta repair this knife, repair this helmet, but I'm not gonna do that out here. I'm already taking a chance just making this darn fireplace. Like I said. Look at that. So I mean, every 5 minutes almost, or every freaking 15, 20, man, make it's making fireplaces every time you turn around. Go all the way to the house, all the way to the corner. Some nice homes though. I really like those big ones they added. Those like mansions. I know, you know, them big like two level houses, and they like long. Got 2-level houses in the game, but these ones are like big mansions, like long. They got like 3 sections, and each section they got like ovens and fireplaces, and man, I absolutely love those. Those are probably my new favorite spots. I know it may not seem that way because I'm not always in them, but I really like those. And I like the two-story homes with steps, with fireplaces. I absolutely love those. Those greenhouses. Quite a few of my favorite places. I don't usually in this game I don't build bases. You can. Nothing wrong with it. I'm not against it. I just don't do it. I'd rather hunker down at like structures, as you see, like structures that's already there. I'm not hunkering down in that thing. But like houses, stuff that's already there. Build a fireplace and then keep it moving. I don't really want to stick around too long because, like I said, players. If I go in there and it's got 2 chimneys. So I go in there and use the oven for warmth. It's gonna start smoking. Players can see the smoke. This is what I'm talking about. Those houses like that are real long, real big ones. I'm not sure if I know they can see the smoke there too, but I'm not sure like those towers that were on Military Island. That's what's still throwing me for a loop. I don't know if those have like an exhaust system where the players will be able to see the smoke. I need to just test it out once, like just to see, does it produce smoke? I'm sitting here asking the question when I could have just tested. I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, that was kind of dilapidated. I don't even know if that even got an oven or a fireplace. I'll go this one here. Or this one right here. What's in this car? Nada. See, like 2-story homes like that. I like those 2-story ones. I think I just might stop here. Anything? Nope. In the car? Nope. Chicken in the chicken coop, we would have heard it waking the town up. Oh shoot! I need another lighter. I'm running out of juice. And as frequent as I make freaking fires, that's bad. At least need some more freaking matches. Shoot. Alright, let me sharpen this knife. Keep everything sharp, pristine. And you don't want nothing breaking on you. when you need it the most, and then you got to stop and sharpen it then to continue what you were doing, leaving yourself vulnerable. Or, nah, don't stop and sharpen, especially if you're in the middle of a PvP knife fight. Obviously, you're not going to stop and sharpen it then, but you know what I mean. You don't want to break it on you when you need it the most. That's the worst thing in the world, man. I'm telling you. Get this back in pristine condition. You don't want nothing in badly damaged or damage that you're trusting your life into. That's like cheaping out on like motorcycle or bicycle gear. Don't ever go cheap on something that you're trusting your life with to save your life. Yes, I know that those name brands like Fox, I think, and something else. I can't think of it right now at the top of my head. Those brands that cyclists and motorcyclists use, but yes, they're expensive. They're the name brand, but the quality is like top notch. You're paying for quality, which is what you what you need to be paying for. If you trust in your life, a helmet. Why would you cheap out on a helmet? You know what I mean? Your spinal protector, chest protector to protect your vital organs, just in case of a crash. I'm not speaking that in. Not saying that's going to happen to you if you're a cyclist, but you know what I mean. Just to stay safe, just to be on the safe side. Same as goes with this game. It's like, obviously you can't choose brands. Come on now, it's not that in depth. Scum ain't even that in depth, at least not to my knowledge. Can't choose brands, but you can. There is a tier system in all games, pretty much in all games. There's a tier system in this, and you want high tier loot in game. You know what I mean? You don't want to be sitting here with low end loot where you can't even get a full heat buff index. Like you can only get one plus or two. You need to get three, the full three. When you get good layer clothing, you can get all three. That's what you want. You want a tactical vest. Don't be trusting the stab vest late game. I understand you want to be lightweight like me. That's fine, but get a tactical vest or a plate carrier. But if you want to remain lightweight, I recommend a tactical vest. Maybe a field vest, but because a plate carrier is mainly for like tanks. If you want to be like tanky, that's what the tactical vest is. That's what the plate carrier is for. Now, if unless you're not carrying nothing at all, then go right ahead. But mainly, the plate carrier is mainly for like tanks. Versus someone who's lightweight. Even I'm down to half stamina because I'm carrying a lot of stuff. Thinking about shortening it down. But anyway, this actually was getting a bit long-winded. Thanks for watching. My name is Raven from the Sky. If you enjoyed the episode, drop a like and subscribe to the channel and see us grow. Take care, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace.